Take this off. Hold on. There we go. There we go. All right. Game on.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard.
Yeah.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Take it.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
On first, they go right back.
Oh, I should have been offside.
He's going to be stopped cold
I thought I
behind
got
the
the
line
hike
of
off.
scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Let's get up. 82, 82. Mike, 53, 53. Hey, I-7.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Hands.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides.
No flag. It was in his hand. It was in his hand. Just
And
smacked it
forces
out.
4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here.
The coffin.
Says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. Puts them in that position.
And they work this out past the 25.
Good fucking run,
That's
dude.
good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
He should have been stuck.
Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. Rush, and down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Knew was gonna get that one-on-one.
Garbage.
Some boos coming down right now from
Yeah,
this home
big
crowd
time.
after that call.
That was
And
in
that
my
was because of the
hands.
pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes.
Come the fuck on, man. Are you serious?
At 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play.
I was trying to go backwards and it just kept going forwards,
Eagles
dude.
going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
You can't win that way, Phil. Don't do the mental mistakes.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's got
Somebody else is
first
fumbling.
down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal.
I'm here all day. Check 9, check 9. Attack, attack.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's
Ooh, I thought he was
at
going
the
to fumble.
5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now this time Mahomes will throw. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play.
He's out
even
for
when
blood.
contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And this is
Oh,
so
that could be the
and this remains
killer.
a 13-0 game.
The killer. Oh, that wasn't even
So
a
with the
souvenir
missed
ball.
PAT in his
There's an
rearview
unhappy
mirror,
kid
he
right
goes
near
back
that
out to
thing.
kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about
Dude, is he
the
gonna block for me or
26-yard
what?
line, just across the
He's
25.
not blocking for shit.
He gave up on the
Time for
first
the
one.
Eagles to get the football back here. You look at 2019 for Philadelphia, a lot of what-ifs for the squad.
Where
They
is
went
the
on a
ball?
nice run, as you noted. 4 straight wins, won the game that they needed to down the stretch over the Cowboys in Week 16 to essentially win the NFC East. Listen, every team has injuries, some worse than others, but my goodness, you look at the players this team lost over the course of the year, and it was really unbelievable, and it really derailed what they had hoped to do.
And let's just keep it to one position. Carson Wentz, their quarterback, 27 touchdown passes, just 7 interceptions. But down the stretch, he's throwing to guys like Deontay Burnett out of USC. Tight end Josh Perkins had to step in with the injury to Zach Ertz. And then Greg Ward, a quarterback at the University of Houston, on their practice squad, promoted about 3/4 of the way through the season. He became his primary target. So when you're trying to get it done that way and not throwing to Alshon Jeffrey and Deshaun Jackson and Nelson Aguilar, that's tough down the stretch. Give the Eagles credit for finding a way to win the NFC East.
Well, this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts.
I'm surprised he didn't
As the
fumble, dude.
stoppage will come with
That
23
hit came
seconds
like
to go to
lightning.
halftime.
He was just like,
That near was a glitch.
man, that was an awesome glitch, though. It's like, if I ever see somebody get tackled that fast again, I'll pray for that person in real life.
Right there, 56. Blue down.
Now Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Just put some points.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz.
Throw it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Mahomes now on first down. It's complete to Williams. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 34. And the kick by Butker is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
1 second left.
Way that they put a chokehold on the
All right,
clock
let's get this run back.
and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Oh, shit.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up
wide open,
incomplete.
too.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Oh, it is not a good game.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
It's like the potential is there.
This will be taken in at the 1.
There it is. There it is, the potential. And then this dude just sits there and gets in my way. Literally. He helped you guys tackle me.
No one wants to hit the panic button just yet. Points
He's the best player on this team.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first
Number
here
32
in
on
the
the
third
Eagles, the
quarter.
best player.
They come out
Can't
here
see.
with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was
That
said
would have
in
been a
locker room?
touchdown
That's
if he
what I
wasn't
wanna
right
know.
in the way.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they thought they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. From the 45 on second down, Wentz.
Dude, he was open.
And he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent
of
running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams.
Come on, I'm throwing it to you for the past 10 seconds.
Now a nice play defensively on
See?
first down.
It's not just me.
Knocked away and incomplete.
It's always about who's going to win on first down.
I had a design play to the max to go home, you know?
4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for.
Slow reaction.
They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They're going deep for Hill. And it's going to wind up in.
Come on, man. I had position on the ball, man.
Flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Following the penalty, it's Williams.
Strip the
And he'll
ball.
take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On on 2nd and 7. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Butker now to add the extra point.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense.
It's not the
They're
fastest,
just having fun
most powerful
and
one
doing
we've
what
ever
they
played
feel like
against.
doing.
It seems like it is.
And
we played in like 18
with a
mile per hour
Kansas City
range.
touchdown.
Which is, I think that's the biggest.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can
Let's go, boys.
He's got daylight. Touchdown.
No, he had to let everybody block.
Everybody blocks.
Howard, 73 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer.
Good to get some good blocking.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
I got a movie I want you to see.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
It's like a future football movie. It's called The Blood. It's an old flick. It's an old movie. No.
And now here comes Kansas City. And for them a touchdown their last go around,
which is free.
Obviously they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at
their
own 18. Now Mahomes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
By Tyreek Hill. The 40. 30, past the 20, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Like a 5-yard burn on everybody.
82 yards, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
God damn.
Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
That's how you answer a one-play drive.
You know what that reminded me of? Remember that one comedy skit with the dude that he was talking about?
Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom,
100 yards.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I couldn't even go 4 deep.
Mahomes now to throw, and he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about.
And I still got it.
Offense. He pushed off.
So they elect to decline it.
Come on.
Why not? Just
Stop giving me the Patriot calls.
And they'll take that.
Are you going to tell me that it
Now
was?
after the
You going to tell me that wasn't a
touchdown,
fumble?
here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
I like it. They're starting to block me off.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Again, it's Howard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Wentz. And
throw the fucking ball, dude.
Bring down Wentz on the sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He has been on his A game.
I was trying to get it over just a little bit.
He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
Yeah, he's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a pass is taken in by Hill, and he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Lighting it up.
They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use Mahomes.
Oh, yeah, the fumble. Come on, get it, boys.
Picked up by the Eagles. And some space here.
God, he was a slug. He was a slug, dude.
When I see a play like that, I come back to history.
On his fastest day, he would never make it.
At that point,
Oh,
whatever
my
you're going
God,
to pick
dude.
up.
Look how slow he is.
And in this case,
go to the 2nd level.
Dude, there was no 2nd level. There wasn't even a 1st level.
hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze
Oh my God,
but
dude,
then
that was
ultimately you gotta
hilarious.
look at it as a first
I've
option.
never seen anybody
taking
so
care of the
slow
ball,
ever
getting
in
what you
this
can,
series,
and that's
man.
it. Don't worry about it anymore.
That was my favorite run.
Back.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
I'm coming.
Hike the ball, dude. What the?
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
What the fuck is he doing? That shit isn't part of hike the ball. Fuck him. Oh, you would have taken the 5 yards. It's all right.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Howard. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son.
Damn, are you kidding me? Come on,
They're just dressing up the final
man.
score. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
Wow, how did he not catch that shit?
Showed off the arm strength there, but
that shit was running with him.
They're still throwing the football.
That ball
here.
wanted him to
Obviously,
catch it. I mean, he was just like, here, dude, I'm right here for you. You're going like 6 yards with me. Come on, catch
because
me.
you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some...
Wow, holy shit.
He's taken down.
He's been touched all game.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Oh, that wasn't even him.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete.
I thought he caught that shit. I was like, really, dude? Nobody jumped on my team either?
Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Yeah, probably should have tried passing just a little bit more.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go, go. Great finish, done.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
I got you. I got you. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Five. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 53 is the mic.
To throw, it's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Go. 280. Check 53. Mike. 2 Jet. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, orbit. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, kill.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Sanders has it over the
block, dude. Come on, man.
Down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. From the red zone now, Wentz. And
the ball, dude.
They bring down Wentz on the sack. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing his Wentz. Pressure too great.
Dude, man, I hit the button first thing.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. It's caught by Aguilar. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 32 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Escapes the sack. And going deep for him.
Wow.
And that is incomplete.
Well, I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag because I bumped you.
He was trying to get
You
it
didn't
to
see that?
Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd
Like you
down.
saw when I ran down past you.
I hit him, so I'm surprised there wasn't a flag, dude. That was surprised there wasn't a fucking
Pass
touchdown.
interference.
If you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing.
Pass interference on that.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to bury him.
Oh, revenge is yours.
This one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? Home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level. We know about the big right arm, but I think it's the poise that I'm really, really admiring out of this youngster and watching him play. How about the first 3 games of his career in the NFL as a starter in 2018? He set a record for touchdown passes with 13.
Yeah, you think back to that entrance, and he has just kept it up. Amazing what he's been able to do. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.